Sony is preparing for a big reveal on February 26th, and all signs point to an exciting lineup of new products. According to multiple sources, the company has scheduled a press event at around 3-4 p.m. London time, where they are expected to announce two new lenses: the Sony 400-800mm f 6.3 8.0G and the Sony 16mm f 1.8G. While these lenses are already generating interest, there are whispers that Sony has even more in store. Some sources claim another major announcement will follow shortly after the CP Plus show, potentially bringing a highly anticipated new camera and a groundbreaking GM lens. Let's start with what we know for sure. Sony's press event on February 26th is set to unveil two new lenses. The first is the Sony 400-800mm f 6.3 8.0G, which seems to be aimed at wildlife and sports photographers who need an extreme telephoto range without the bulk of a prime super telephoto lens. On the other hand, the Sony 16mm f 1.8G appears to be a compact wide-angle lens, ideal for landscape, astrophotography, and vlogging enthusiasts. Both lenses fall under the G series lineup, meaning they are likely to offer high optical performance at a more accessible price compared to Sony's premium GM G Master lenses. While the two upcoming Sony lenses are generating plenty of discussion, the real excitement is about what might come next. Two independent sources have hinted that Sony has a major announcement lined up shortly after CP Plus, Japan's premier camera and imaging show, which runs from February 22 to 25. This upcoming reveal could include two significant products: the Sony A7V, the long-awaited successor to the A7 IV, a new GM lens. Sources describe it as stunning, but details remain scarce. Sony's A7 series has been the backbone of its full-frame mirrorless lineup, balancing high-end performance with a competitive price. The A7 IV, released in late 2021, has been a workhorse for many photographers and videographers, but after more than 2 years, it's due for an upgrade. Speculation about the Sony A7 V suggests some big improvements. A higher resolution sensor seems likely, possibly pushing beyond 33 megapixel while improving dynamic range and image quality. Autofocus is another area where Sony has made massive strides, and the A7 V could inherit the AI-driven autofocus from the A7R5, making subject tracking and recognition even better. Videographers might see 4K 120fps recording, enhanced color science, and improved rolling shutter performance. A key sign that a new camera is on the horizon is Sony's registration of an unreleased model in China last December. Typically, it takes around 4 months for such a model to be officially launched, meaning we could see an announcement by April. However, given the timing of CP Plus, Sony might surprise us with an earlier reveal. If that happens, it could shake up the full-frame mirrorless market in a big way. While details remain scarce, one thing is certain. Sony's GM or G Master series is known for delivering the highest level of optical performance. Every GM lens is designed with cutting-edge technology, offering superior resolution, fast and precise autofocus, and beautifully smooth bokeh. If the upcoming GM lens is as stunning as sources claim, it could mark a significant advancement in Sony's lens lineup. Looking at past releases, Sony has consistently pushed the boundaries of optical design with lenses like the 50mm f 1.2 GM, which brought ultra-wide aperture capabilities without compromising autofocus speed, and the 70-200mm f 2.8 GM2, which introduced a lighter, sharper, and faster version of a classic telephoto zoom. This new GM lens could follow a similar trend, either by refining an existing focal length with superior optics and reduced weight, or by offering an entirely new focal length that fills a gap in Sony's lineup. Some possibilities include a 135mm f.1.8 GM2, improving on an already popular portrait lens, or a new ultra-wide prime or zoom, catering to landscape and astrophotography enthusiasts. Regardless of its specs, if Sony is preparing something major, this lens could set new standards in image quality and performance. Sony has been dominating the mirrorless camera market for years, and each new release brings something that pushes the industry forward. The A7V could redefine the standard for hybrid shooters, balancing high-resolution stills with powerful video capabilities. Meanwhile, a new GM lens could reinforce Sony's reputation for making some of the best glass available for professional photographers and videographers. The 400 to 800mm G lens will likely appeal to wildlife and sports photographers, offering an extreme zoom range while staying relatively lightweight compared to prime super telephoto lenses. The 16mm f.1.8 G could become a go-to choice for landscape and astrophotography enthusiasts, as well as content creators looking for a wide field of view with a bright aperture. Sony's upcoming announcements are also significant in the context of the competition. Canon, Nikon, and even third-party manufacturers like Sigma and Tamron have been making major strides in the mirrorless market. Canon's RF mount lineup has expanded rapidly, and Nikon's Z8 and Z9 cameras have been making waves among professionals. If Sony wants to maintain its lead, the A7V needs to deliver something exceptional, and the new GM lens has to offer unique advantages over existing options. For now, we can confidently say that Sony will unveil 2 new lenses at the February 26th event. But the bigger mystery lies in the rumoured post-CP Plus announcement. If the Sony A7V and a stunning GM lens are truly on the horizon, then Sony is setting up for a big first half of 2024. As always, we'll be keeping an eye on the details as they emerge. Stay tuned for updates as we get closer to Sony's highly anticipated announcements. Thanks for watching.